what are 2 or 3 of the lessons you have learned in, in the COVID era? What are the do's or don'ts that you found that you're going to take going forward? Nainesh?
Good morning, Steve, and good morning to everyone on this call. It's great to be here. I'm Nainesh Jaisingh. I'm founding partner and CEO at EMPEA Capital. We are a $3.5 billion AUM business which spun out of Standard Chartered in August 2019. We have investments all across Asia, Africa, and the Middle East, but Singapore and ASEAN are really our home market, where we started way back in 2002. So Steve, to sort of address the questions you asked about do's and don'ts, I'll start with the don'ts. We have the experience of having been through post 9/11, the GFC, and we went through SARS in 2003. And the first instinct when this crisis started to unfold was to bring out those playbooks, dust those playbooks off and say what's applicable here. And very quickly we realized that none of these playbooks apply to this crisis, because even SARS was like a 6 or 8 month affair. And clearly this one is not of that intensity. It's much worse, it's much more global, and it's going to last a long time. So we started off telling our portfolio companies, think about a 6-month cash runway in January, early February. Now we're talking about a 2 to 3 year sort of horizon and rolling plans of how to pivot the business, as some of the VC panelists were talking about. The second thing is to figure out that the recovery paths are not going to be uniform across, even within geographies in ASEAN. So you'll have each country based on their financial staying power, based on the way their society works, based on the way the politics work, and their economic condition, will find different ways out of this crisis and at different paces. So when you're planning on how things are going to look, you need to have a very local perspective and understanding of how this is going to play out, because travel restrictions will mean that even if you recover within a geography, the cross-border playability of business models is not the same as it used to be. On the do's, I would say just get your mindset clear. Even if you're in the PE business and not the VC business, every business today is a startup. And you better start thinking of it that way. And what you want to also do is back your leadership to start helping the company change that culture. It may be about importing talent. It may be about changing the mindset through various cultural initiatives within the company, but that's an important do.